What's up guys, Perry from Rockville here, and today we're going to be going over the controls, inputs, and functions for your Rock Party 9. So let's take a look at the speaker here. Starting with the top, you have all of these controls to control your speaker, and we can hold down this power button here to power the speaker on.
Power on. Bluetooth.
The power button also acts as the input button, so you can switch between sources like Bluetooth, aux, and USB. Above that, we have the buttons for music playback. So we have the pause or play button to pause or play our tracks. You also have the skip forward button to skip to the next track in your queue, or you have the previous button to go back to the beginning of the track or go back to the previous track of your queue. Underneath here, we have the menu button where we can adjust different settings. So I'm gonna press it once. It brings us to this C setting, which is the volume for the microphone or guitar that we plug into the back of the speaker. You also have the echo menu to adjust how much echo you want on your voice. We also have the treble menu to adjust the high end of our speaker. Then we have the bass menu to control the low end of our microphone or instrument. Then we have the V menu for the volume of our speaker, but you can access that just as easily by using the volume wheel in the middle of the speaker. Now this section to the right here allows us to use the vocal auto correction. We have a few different controls for this. So we have the key button that allows us to set the key of our auto correct. So say if I press this button and I land on the key of A, then the vocal correction will be in that key. And we have 12 different keys to choose from, so if you're singing along to a song, you can cycle between these 12 keys and see which one fits best. Next, we have the snap button, which will overall determine how our voice snaps to the correct note. Now there's a few different options we have in this mode. So we have the near setting. This will guide our voice to the nearest note, whether we're flat or sharp. Then we have the up setting, and this is going to pitch our voice up to the next correct note. Then we have the low setting, which is going to pitch our voice down to the right note. And then you can just turn this off altogether. So without using this snap button, you're not going to notice too much of a difference in your voice. So we recommend setting this to one of the settings in order to notice the difference. We also recommend you use the accuracy button to notice the difference with the auto tune, and we have a few different settings for this as well. So we have the normal accuracy, which is more of a smoother auto tune, and then we have the better setting, which will work a bit faster. You can also just turn this off altogether, but again, we recommend using one of the settings we just went over. Next, we have the pitch plus button, which will bring the pitch of your voice higher, and the pitch minus button, which will bring the pitch of your voice lower. So now that we know the controls a bit better, let me show you how they work with our microphone here.
Check 1, 2. So again, we have the key button to set the key of our auto tune. For the example, I'm just gonna set it to the key of E. Then we can use the snap button to determine how our voice will correct to that note. So I feel like the best setting here is the near setting for a more natural sound. Then I'm gonna use the accuracy button here. And for today, I'm gonna set it to the better accuracy. So now if I sing into the mic, hello, you can hear my voice being corrected. And then we have the pitch buttons to shift the pitch of our voice. So if I set the pitch up,
check 1, 2, check 1, 2. My voice sounds a lot higher.
And then we can pitch it down.
Hello, now my voice is super low.
Now that we covered the controls on the top of the speaker, let's take a look at the inputs on the back of the speaker. So we have 2 1/4-inch inputs that we can use for either our guitar and our microphone. So you can use either of these to set up your microphone and or instrument. And this also gives you plenty of options, whether you want to set up 2 microphones, 1 microphone and 1 instrument, or 2 instruments. Next to that, we have the aux input, so you can take the included aux cable and plug that in to connect your music device. We have a reset button in the middle to set our speaker back to factory default. And then we have the USB input, so we can connect a USB thumb drive and play music through that. The USB also acts as a charging bank, so if you wanted to charge your smartphone or tablet, you can use the USB port. We can also control our speaker by using the wireless remote. So on top, we have the power button to power on or power off our speaker. We have the mute button to mute our speaker. We also have this button to set our speaker to mic priority mode. Mic priority mode will make it so that the music ducks down while you speak into the microphone. This is great if you want to make any speeches or quick announcements while you have music playing. And we also have a mode button to switch between the different inputs of the speaker. We have the music playback buttons like pause and play, skip forward or previous, and we also have volume control, so we have volume plus and volume minus. We can also adjust the volume of our microphone with the mic volume minus and the mic volume plus buttons. We also have this button right here to control the LEDs of our speaker. So I can use this button to cycle between the 3 different LED modes here. Third LED mode, I can just turn off the LEDs altogether. Below that, we have the Bluetooth button to automatically set our speaker to Bluetooth mode. We have the reset button to reset our speaker. And then we have the voice button to either mute our guitar and microphone or unmute our guitar and microphone. We can also adjust the EQ of this speaker with the treble buttons and the bass buttons. And there's even preset EQs that we can set the speaker to using the EQ button here. So we can set this to either classical, pop, rock, jazz, or normal for a flat EQ. And then we have the number buttons to switch between the tracks on your USB device. So if you wanted to set up a Bluetooth device like your smartphone or tablet to the speaker, you're just gonna want to set your speaker to Bluetooth mode, go into the Bluetooth settings of your phone or tablet and search for the device that reads Rock Party 9, click on it to pair, and once it reads connected, you can play any tracks from your phone or tablet. So hopefully this helped explain all of the controls, inputs, and functions for your Rock Party 9. But of course, if you have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to reach out to our customer support team through phone or email. As always, I'm Perry from Rockville, and we'll see you guys next time.